think I'm here. I'm running late today. I'm sorry, everybody. What time is it? Almost 10 after. I'm a big loser. I always say 8 o'clock roughly starts coffee time, but I'm a little late. You know why I'm a little late? My mic is working. Did you see the show this morning? My mic stopped working in the first part of the hit. I think I handled it okay. I was a little out of breath. Did you see the Havoc emblems behind me, right? I'm going to switch them over here in a second to some fog. But I had to record Havoc hits because Havoc back in town, and we do a weather hit for them that airs between the first and second intermission, and it goes up on the big screen and stuff. It's really cool. I think it sounds really muffled, so I try to pronunciate my words a bit more so you can understand it if you're going to the game. But first time doing it this year. It took me a little extra time. Plus, we're on the cloud now. It's a long story, but everything renders longer at first, so the first time you try it. So long story short, it took me extra time, and that's why I'm late. Also, what I want to do real quick, what I want to do is I'm going to switch. What do I want to do? I want to put cameras up is what I want to do. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, dear gosh. What am I doing? All right. So, got some camera behind me. That's Shoals. Hey, if you're out and about this morning, there are some areas dealing with some really dense fog. We have a dense fog advisory that just ended at 8 o'clock. And I was looking at some of the cameras this morning, and it was pea soup stuff. Nope, looks like they extended it. Should probably pay attention to that. They've extended it to 9 o'clock. That's good, because I said the fog was going to be here till 9. So thank you, National Weather Service, for making me feel smart today. I appreciate that. It doesn't happen very often, but it did happen today. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just take you through the cameras really quick, because it's not all the same thing happening outside. I'll get to your comments in just a moment. There's the Shoals. Yeah, there's East Limestone. That's a problem. Yep, can't see. Let me keep on going because it doesn't get much better in some other areas. It's rough. Gunnersville, yep, not good. Not so bad in Huntsville. You can see actually the highway, which is a step in the right direction. Oh, Decatur, I can't see you. I see some trees very vaguely. Yes, not good. Madison, socked in with the fog. It's a gloomy start, everybody. Athens, no fog earlier, fog now. Boom. Rocket City, I can actually see this camera. I can see the highway. Couldn't see it all morning. So the dense fog advisory being extended to 9 o'clock. Looks like a miraculous genius move right there. And let's check out where the most dense fog is. I know it's not pretty. Ooh, yeah, that's all bad. So yeah, there's a lot of zeros and ones here. And I talked about this on air that if you were in a foggy area, the visibility is near zero. And in all seriousness, a very tough go this morning, especially when it was still dark. Remember, daylight saving time tonight, which we will talk about at length coming up. But the sunrises are after 7 a.m. right now, so it's darker longer. So you're driving in the dark, you got this dense fog. It's a tough go for some that had to get up early this morning. Hopefully it'll get better soon, and I think it will. Give it like another hour, and it should get a lot better. Hi, Kyle. Good to see you on. Hi, Patricia. Good to see you on. Hi, Amanda. I hope you're feeling better. Good to see you on. Happy Saturday and happy coffee time to you all. It is fantastic to see you. Hope all is good. All right, I'm going to put your planner up for today. I know the fog is the headline now, but I think it's the temperatures that are going to be the headline later. Some of you longing for that fall-like feel. That's going to be on pause for a while. Lots of warmth coming our way. Don, what's up? He says, very foggy in Vinemont. I know beautiful Vinemont very well. And yes, down towards Coleman, Vinemont, Falkville, Lakin, very foggy down that way. All morning long, too. Barbara Ann Littlefield, good morning to you. I see you. You're not late. I'm late. I was late. You all are never late. When you get here, you're on time all the time. I was very late today, though. I can't get this Havoc thing was kind of stressing me out. I already get stressed out enough on doing the Havoc hits because they air during the game and I'm not there tonight. And, people will talk smack about me and be like, that guy stinks. And I'm going to be like, oh, don't yell at me. Stan Barbie. Good morning, my friend. I ran out of crackers with my soup. No, can't run out of crackers, Stan. Got to get you some crackers. All right, let's talk about the dreaded daylight saving time. It happens tonight, everybody. Hi, Tom Galla. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Extra thick beard right now. I don't know why. I'm just lazy. Haven't trimmed it. So, daylight saving time. Everyone hates it. I think I got Larry really mad today. So Larry watches me from Leicester. I talk with him all the time, but I think I ticked him off today because I said to him this morning, he said, not a fan. I said, yeah, I'm not a fan of liver either, but my mom made me eat it when I was a kid. What I'm trying to say is you can't do anything about it. It's going to happen, right? And every year everyone complains about it. And it's never going to change. Well, it may change eventually, but it's not changing this year. So what happens is we lose an hour of daylight late in the day, but we gain an hour in the morning. So if you're an early riser, your sunrise go back to 6 o'clock tomorrow. Your sunset will be at 4:50. We don't lose daylight. We do by a minute. We don't lose an hour of daylight. We also, the days don't become shorter. They're still 24 hours long. That doesn't change. Still 24-hour long days. It's just that it gets darker sooner. And the good news is, if you're not a fan of this, we actually, in about 6 weeks, right before Christmas, during the winter solstice, we will max out our loss of daylight and start going the other way. In fact, 5 o'clock sunsets will happen by middle January here in Alabama, middle Tennessee. So it's only for a short period of time, but I know it frustrates. There's a lot of people who suffer from seasonal depression, and it gets them very sad when the sun goes down early, and I understand that. And there's nothing we can do, but just grin and bear it for a little while. Sandy, hello, my friend. I hope you have a great day. God bless you, my friend. Sandy, God bless you too, and have a fantastic day. And you, my friend, have a fantastic weekend. If you don't mind 80-degree temperatures, once this fog burns off, the fog is like pea soup stuff, like gloomy, damp, right? But once the sun pops today, it should. There's going to be a lot of cloud cover, but once the sun does fight through that cloud cover a bit, it'll take those temperatures and jack them up a little bit, okay? Danielle, coffee time. I'm here, coffee time. I was late. I'm so sorry. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, let me check my little Havoc thing to see if it's downloaded yet. I'm getting worried now. No, it's still not there. Now I'm getting a little worried because now it's been almost like 20 minutes. He told me it would take like 15. So it's in cloud. He called it cloud purgatory or whatever he called it on the phone. Gentleman from WSI company that works with us. Got to find it. Got to figure it out where this thing is eventually. Erline, how are you doing? Erline Loans Ward. Good morning, Jeff. Are you going to be at the Havoc game tonight? Erline, I appreciate you asking me that. I am not. So I am a big slacker. I missed the home opener, and I'm missing the game tonight. There's some things I got going on in life that I can't be at the game, unfortunately. But I do have tickets for the 8th, which is next week. I think. I labeled them wrong, too. I labeled the Havoc hits incorrectly. I labeled them the 3rd. But anyway, yes, I'm going to go to the game next Friday. And I'm going to the 15th as well. But not tonight. I will not be there. But I will be there soon. Once I get going, you can't stop me. It's like dominoes. I just got to go to every Havoc game there is. I just haven't been able to go yet. Don says, I wish we'd all pick a time and just leave it. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Sorry. This is the time of year, like the night before, I've had enough. I'm done with the complaining. like I've had to put up with it all month. The clocks are going to it's just going to do this. And we just have to deal with it. And so now I just get really sarcastic and I need to stop. This is when I pull back off social media today because I just can't deal with it. Hi, Al. Good morning to you. I hope all is well. Have a fantastic day, my friend. It's good to see you. Tweety says, Happy National Deviled Egg Day. You know, I have a recipe for bacon deviled egg, and it's actually really good. Danielle says, haha, late is okay. Crazy morning, dead mic, and late, we don't mind. Yeah, no, the mic was working today. I had trouble on air today. I don't know if y'all were watching at 6 o'clock. It was like, I went up there and I'm like talking away and got no mic. And I just sent it back over to them. Ran back here, and I'm an old man. Ran back, put the battery in, and then started the show. And I was like, I was winded. It was terrible. Angela, hey, thank you, Angela, for sending me the pictures of your costumes. And I asked everybody for costume pictures, and they were really cool. Speaking of costume pictures, look what I got this morning from Pam. So this is a dog dressed up as a lion. This is Sam. And Pam and I talk all the time. She's awesome. And Sam did not like the costume, but gave a proverbial roar, and she captured the picture. And I thought this was pretty awesome. Great picture for sure. And yeah, awesome. Shannon, good morning to you. I hope all is well. Happy Saturday to you. Lillian, what's up? Good morning, Jeff. It's so foggy this morning. Going to plant a tree with the mayor this morning. Took our walk in the dark. Go Havocs. Yep. And that walk in the dark will likely be not in the dark tomorrow if you time it right. Go Havoc, definitely. And yes, the mayor, Tommy Battle, in Huntsville today is doing a plant a tree event. And the weather should be pretty good for it once this fog burns off. And now that everybody's had enough of seeing Sam, I'm going to go back to my ugly face. Here we go. Kyle, what's up? Absolutely not a fan of the time change. You and the whole world, my friend. Yes. Cheers. Cheers to not liking it. Amanda says, I can make a killer-loaded deviled egg. You got to make some for Jeff DeNoyer and bring them in because I will eat every one of those. I love deviled eggs. They're fantastic. One other thing I want to talk about while I'm hanging out with you. How many of you know when the hurricane season ends? Most of you do. It ends the end of this month, November 30th. It used to end October 31st, but that was back when I first started in TV. Now, nope. It's a little bit sooner. I want to show you something real quick, though. There is actually 2 areas we're watching. So there's this little 10% thing next to the 80%. I get it. But the 80% one is the one that will likely become the next name system. It would be Patty. And what does it want to do? I don't know what it wants to do. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, there's some forecast models that try to bring a little rain up into Florida, not as like a major hurricane, but just rain. And then there's another scenario where it kind of veers west and heads towards like Mexico. But we'll keep an eye on it. It would be beneficial to get rainfall from something like this for our area, but it is... You don't want too much of a good thing, if that makes sense. Saw what happened like in Western North Carolina. They were in a drought before they got punished with Helene and then had tremendous life-threatening flooding. You never want that. But something to keep an eye on. And a constant reminder that the tropics are still active as we go into this month. It's not like we're done. We've pushed the tropical hurricane season all the way to November 30th now, and it's game on. I mean, November 30th is November 30th. It's almost here. All right. Danielle, of course we watch at 6 a.m. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be up at 6 a.m. watching, but I appreciate that. I can't believe how many people, when I post at 3 o'clock in the morning, and how many people respond back to me, not only on the comments, but with messages. I think it's fantastic. I love it. I love chatting with you all. Michelle Ann says, good morning. Good morning to you. Hi, Rachel Harris. Good morning to you, Jeff. Have a great day. You do the same, Rachel Harris. Always a pleasure to see you on. Douglas, what's up? Good morning, JD, and all the other friends that I have here on Coffee Time. Everyone say hi to Douglas with his Hang 10 surfer dude. All right, there's your 10-day. Voting day on Tuesday. Everybody vote no matter what party or person that you want to have elected. Have your voice be heard, so to speak, and vote. Our voting will probably be dry during the day, our voting day. Polls close, I don't know exactly what time, but I would assume that 20% chance of a shower would likely come as the polls were closing towards the nighttime. I know you see a lot of 20 and 30% chance of rain next week, but like, this is not screaming a big, huge rain event at all. In fact, the highest chance of rain may actually be next weekend on Saturday and Sunday when the temperatures start to drop. Danielle says, last day of November. Did I say the wrong day? Yeah, last day of November is when hurricane season ends. I hope I said that right. Oh, you answered the question probably. I'm just way behind on comments. Used to be end of October. The tropical season... We've had tropical systems named outside of the actual hurricane season, too. I remember one year in January, there was a name system. and they had to break out the names like really early, and they gave it the A name, and then we got to the hurricane season, and everyone was like, "Where's the A name?" I'm like, "Oh, that happened back in January," and it was like named for like one like day, you know. I call it the pad your stats kind of storm. Teresa, good morning. Yay for the cooler weather. Yeah, gonna have to wait a while for the cooler weather. It's. I mean, maybe you think it's cool this morning. I don't know, but it's really mild this morning. It's like 60 degrees. That's almost like where our high temperature should be. But some cooler air for next weekend looks like the theme, and that's when the temperature should drop. But to everybody, it feels the same, whatever it feels like to you. I mean, our normal low temperature should be in the 40s, and we had some areas that were like 66 degrees this morning. So that would be considered mild. But the dampness outside with the fog may make it feel a little bit cooler, though, which is cool, literally. Vacation Valerie, I didn't see Vacation Valerie on. I don't think she's on this morning. She had a lot to do today. So I don't think she's going to be on today, unless I missed a comment from her and I feel really bad. But she is crazy busy today. And she told me she was not going to be able to be on. Katie Smith, good morning, everyone. Tiny says hello. Hello, Tiny. I'm feeling a bit off today and getting any flu or pneumonia shots, but only the last couple of days. Had my COVID shot last week. Good for you, you know. Everybody has an opinion on that, but it's a good thing for you, Katie. If you think it's right, that's awesome. And I hope you feel better. I actually had my COVID and flu shot together at the same time last year, and I was wiped out the next day. Felt better after that. It was only one day, but it was all right. Teresa says, I mean, this morning, this 80-degree stuff has to stop. Yeah, I mean, and that goes back to what I was saying. Like, it should be a lot cooler this morning. We're in the 60s this morning. We're supposed to be in the 40s. So the morning hours, waking up, maybe a little damp, maybe a little cool for you, and that's cool, literally. But yeah, 80-degree day. Hitting 80 in November, by the way, is very rare. I know a lot of people be like, yeah, we've hit 80 many times before in November. We have, but it doesn't happen very often. In fact, to have 1 or 2 days in 80-degree plus in November is rare, let alone have 3 or 4. And we have the potential on that 10-day forecast that if we hedge more sunshine the next couple of days, we'll have a chance to hit 80 maybe 4 or 5 times. It's only been done, the most it's ever been done since records have been kept is to have 6 80-degree days in November through the whole month. And here we are in the first week, and we could have 4 or 5. Like, it's a pretty warm pattern. Francisco, good morning. 33 degrees in Quebec City right now. Yeah, let me show you the lower 48 for a moment. Let me just show you how mean Mother Nature really can be. I'll show you this for a moment. I thought this was kind of fun this morning, talking about this on air. All right, so you got some blue, right? You see the blue, you see the cold. Come on, graphic, there it is. Look how close that is to the Tennessee Valley. There's some very chilly air to the north, and even up into Canada, where Mr. Francisco is, in Quebec City. But yeah, it's so close. You could go up to Kentucky and get into the 40s. That's what our low temperature should be. But when we're sitting at like 63 degrees and it's 8:30 in the morning, that is not a cool pattern. That is very mild. And that's why it leads to a really warm day today. Even with the fog and clouds and dampness, it's still really warm. That colder air with the front got really close to the area. Let me show you what happens with this front, though. This is a big part of the forecast right here. So this front, which moved south during Halloween evening and then stayed south through the morning on the 1st, brought some rain, is going to lift back as a warm front this weekend. And as it lifts back north, all the warm air lifts north too. So as close as that cooler air got, it's now going back the other way. It's retreating back north. That's why our temperatures warm up. And that's why our temperatures will be above average. We're not going to be breaking records. We have to be like mid-80s, but way above average. And not just the morning, not just the afternoons. Everyone sees the 80-degree temperature and they're like, oh, 80 degrees, it's really warm. But, you know, when I show the 10-day forecast, look at the overnight lows. Like, they're just not right. I mean, there's some nights when we're forecasting an overnight low that is not too far away from where the high temperature should be for this time of year. So there's not much relief at night. I mean, it probably feels a little cool in the morning just because it's in the 50s and 60s, but we should be a lot cooler. We should be going 40s every night. So Doug was talking about the flu shot, which is good. Miss Valerie says she's very busy. Yeah, she's got a lot of stuff going on right now. She's all right. She's my good friend. And hi, Patricia. Good morning to you. I hope all is well. All right, my video still has not loaded yet. So what I'm going to have to do, everybody, and I do apologize about this because I do love talking with you all so much, but I'm going to have to cut this short because I'm going to have to call WSI and figure out where this video is. And I'm wondering if by doing the Facebook Live I'm doing right now, if that's slowing things down, and it might be. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to pull out of this real quick. Katie, you already got some sunshine in Florence, right? You doing all right? I see it behind me. I see a little fog for you too, but I see a little sun. We'll all get there eventually. I know it's kind of gloomy this morning, but we'll get there. Christine Tinker says, good morning, Jeff. Hope you have a good day with lots of hearts. Christine, I'm always thinking about you. Hope you're doing well and beautiful, Bryant. Hope you're feeling better. Hi, Kay. Good to see you on. Good morning to you. Thank you all for stopping by. Not only was I a big jerk and I was late, but now I have to be a big jerk and leave early because I got to figure out where these Havoc hits are hiding right now. And we got to get those sent off. So everybody have a fantastic day. I'm sorry for the shorter coffee time. I will be back on bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow at 5 a.m. with the very latest. I'll be fully rested after an extra hour of sleep tonight, which I'm really excited about. I'll be bummed out when the sun sets at 4:50 p.m. like you and the whole world. And I'll be able to maybe stay on a little longer for coffee time tomorrow. I won't have to record any Havoc hits. So I got to go. You all have a very good day and enjoy the warmer temperatures if you're into that sort of thing.